Well, Bob, I found it pretty amazing that we set a record,
Yeah.
but an interesting record.
We don't normally do that. Yeah,
No.
this driest air ever recorded on this date. Weather balloon launched this morning into that dry air mass that I showed you earlier, and it's the lowest ever recorded on a balloon launch.
We're
And it's
not
been over 30
complaining.
years. Yeah, I tell you, you got to enjoy this when you
You
can.
do, when you don't have the humidity.
Yeah, and we're not going to enjoy our bird anymore.
I know, unfortunately, as you can see, this is video of earlier, a few hours ago, an empty nest because Sonny is learning to fly and he's been leaving for long periods.
Yeah, he comes back every once in a while, maybe just for food, because I don't know if he knows how to fish yet. You know,
Yeah, he hasn't fully grasped that
Yeah,
yet.
I guess he has to go watch that, or I don't know if it's innate or what, but
I don't know.
We'll see if he comes back. It's you know, it's a hit or miss, put it that way. So we'll keep an eye on it for you, and you can too at mysuncoast.com. Anyway, get a look at this. I got this picture in yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to show it. And this is a beautiful sunset, a beautiful framed sunset from our director, Dave Levy, Indian Beach. Got to keep our director happy. Venice Beach, John Duncan getting this one tonight as the sun was setting. No clouds around, and that's a result of that dry air that continues to remain in place. So all these sunsets are going to look pretty much the same, although we have a little tide pool there. Art Conforti always sending some nice pictures in. Sarasota Surf and Racket on Siesta, Steve Erb getting that one as well. A little palm tree on the right-hand side. Nice. Well, that dry air that was around, the record dry air we call it, is now shifted to the east and kind of moving out into the Atlantic, but there's still some behind it. You can see it kind of streaming down from Louisiana. That'll be in place tomorrow. It'll be a little bit more moist, but we'll look for another decent day. A nice start. Temperatures will be into the mid-60s once again. For most areas, upper 60s near the beaches, and that frontal boundary still creating a few showers down to our south. And I talked about this area earlier. The models aren't all that impressed with it as far as the forecast goes in time. Maybe in about 4 days from now, there may be a little area low pressure that will be moving off to the northwest, and it could become a subtropical low or a tropical low. We'll see how it pans out, but just something to watch over time. Should not have a big impact on our weather at this point. East and northeast winds at 6 now. The pressure way up there, 30-14, and the temperature warm, 77 degrees. A warm day today. Despite the dry air, it's still warm to 90. This morning's low was very nice at 66 degrees. And 95, the record set in 2012. No rainfall, and I don't anticipate any rain, it looks like, over the next couple days. Now, there may be an isolated shower here and there, and that'll be mainly inland, I think, for the next couple of days, but that rain chance is very small. 72 in Jacksonville, 73 in Orlando now. Still warm in Miami at 78, and 81 now in Key West. The temperatures up and down the coast into the upper 70s there. A little bit cooler. They had a few showers around Highlands County earlier today, and it did bring temperatures down a little bit in the inland areas. Well, in the tropics, it's not too unusual to get a storm system early on. We already had Alex in January, but this is a little bit of an area of disturbed weather. It's on the right side of this trough and get a little spin up here over the upcoming days. There's that possibility. As far as the overall conditions go for formation, it's pretty good, really. Not much shear expected throughout this region in about 2 to 3 days from now. And also, water temperatures are still in the low to mid 80s here, so there's plenty of warm water there for tropical development. As far as that goes, though, the forecast model not showing a whole lot going on. Some storminess staying there over a period of days over the Bahamas and to the east thereof. And then eventually, if it were to develop, it would move off toward either North Florida or the Carolina coast. But again, it's not even there yet, so we'll see how that goes in time. Detroit, warm right now at 70, in Toronto at 70, Minneapolis at 77 degrees at this hour. Same as our temperature in Minneapolis, 75 in Kansas City, and 83 degrees now into Dallas. Well, winds will start off out of the east at around 10 to 15 knots in the morning, switching around to more of a north to northwesterly direction at 5 to 10. A light chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 82 degrees, and the high index on the UV index. As far as the tides go, upcoming tide will be at 4:41. Low tide will be at 8:37. And tonight's forecast generally fair. There's the next tides, but the forecast mostly fair and mild. 68 for a low. Right near the water, inland areas will be in the mid-60s, and then the extended forecast calling for a nice day tomorrow, 88 for your high, and then we'll see 90-degree temperatures running in through, it looks like Saturday. The rain chance starting to increase a little bit on Saturday and Sunday at 30% for those late-day storms.